Hello everybody. All right, one of the most challenging things with outdoor pig production is how do you catch the darn critters? And what we're going to show you here today is how we will catch piglets that are needing to be weaned. And what we set up here is what we call a figure-8 corral. And these are obviously some gates here that we made with lumber that we milled on the farm. So this is a very low cost setup. And the scenario we have here is there's a sow set right up there with about 60 piglets that are needing to be weaned. And you'll have to pardon the slop. We've had about 6 inches of rain here in the last 10 days, so it's quite nasty. But anyway, and it is end of December, so we're in the winter months. All right, so the principle here is we bring a feeder in. This has actually been here for several weeks, moving along with the set with piglet feed on it. So the piglets are very used to eating off of this feeder, and that's where they want to get their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we set up this corral around it. So we have the opening here. The piglets will come down and just come right in. They'll get on the feeder, and hopefully a bunch of them will be in here every time we come up and check them. And we can simply just grab this gate, swing it over and shut it, and we have them contained. From there, once they're contained in this first cell, we then have right here what we call a cut gate. This can be opened up just enough to push the piglets from this first cell into the second cell. And once they are pushed in, the gate is shut, and then our first cell is reopened here, and then the whole process can repeat itself over again. And in this holding cell, we'll have a feeder here. We'll put a little trough for water in a little bit, and we can hold these piglets here for several days if we need to, as all of their little buddies get rounded up as well. So like I said, we've had a bunch of rain, so we put down hay in these little corrals to give them some nice bedding, because the piglets like a nice happy place while they're waiting. All right, so here, this is our sorting box. Very multi-purpose. It's built on a very heavy pallet type base, so we can pick it up with the tractor or a skid steer or whatever and take it away. And so this is set up with the door open right now, so they can just wander in here and check it out and see what's up. But its purpose being, once we are ready to bring the piglets out of the woods and to a weaning facility or barn, or sell them, or whatever you need to do with them, it's very easy for us to load them up and transport them out of the depths of the woods. So we'll add in some more video here, video clips as we start getting these little jokers caught, but it usually takes about 2 days to do it this way. This is much less stressful though than trying to go out and get them all rounded up in one day and running all over through creation. See, here they come. They're coming down to check us out. And trying to, anybody who's ever chased a 30-pound little pig through the woods, I'm sure can relate that they move much better than you can ever hope to. So use time to your advantage and use their stomach to your advantage. And speaking of stomach, I think I hear the fire whistle. That means it's lunchtime. All right, we'll check back in a few hours and see what we got. Maybe a dozen of them in here, and so just to show you how this works, just walk up nice and calm. You're not in a hurry, no big deal. Obviously grab the gate, get that shut first. And if you're using a wood gate like this, they're not strong enough to push it open. Or just have a little baling twine or something that you can cinch it shut with. All right, just gonna hop over the gate here and get them to move over to the other side, which can be fun in and of itself. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Get over there. Come on, you dummy. Come on. Let's go. Nope, nope, go with your buddies over there. There we go. Alright, so we move them over into the holding area. And we can come here, shut the cut gate. Again, this is set up with these two gates so that it cannot be pushed open into the catch area. So they're all set in there. Got some food, just chilling, ready for the Super Bowl. Alright, reset our catch panel, and the whole thing starts all over again. About 2 hours later here, and come back here and cycled this thing 4 times now. I was taking down a old pig paddock right next door, so they will come over every 10 minutes or so. And we've got probably about 2/3 of them caught here now, and I haven't run one bit. So stress is an important thing with handling these piglets. There's been no squealing, no running around. But you can see the rest of their buddies are right here, just waiting for me to leave so they can come in and join them. So you know, probably within 3-4 hours of beginning this process, we'll have I'm going to say all but 2 in here. It's about 4:30 in the evening, and our last check-in here for the day. We've got all but 3 of them caught and chilling. So the other 3 came running down as soon as I started putting the gates together, but not going to worry about them for tonight. They will be good and hungry in the morning. So I went ahead, closed this up, and went ahead and put a extra screw in all of the strategic points just because they will give it a good working over during the night. But yeah, so here we are about 5 hours post setting this up, and all but 3 of these bad boys are contained. So we'll check in the morning and hopefully wrap this up. It's about 9 a.m. Came out this morning. Piggies were all doing well in here, so I gave them some water and bedded them down again. And you can see they're calm and happy and just taking some nap time. And like I guessed, we've got 3 to go. So we got the catch part of the corral reset, and hopefully we can wrap this up this morning and be on our merry way. We'll see what happens. On the piglets, and my maxim is take what you can get. Get him moved over with his buddies. Come on, ding dong. And there he goes. All right, 1 to go and we'll be done. And here is our last candidate of the day. Making his way across the road, he'll begin to slowly descend down to the corral area to investigate what his pals are up to. At that moment, the dominant predator of the region, Homo sapiens, shall spring his trap in capturing the young hog for transportation to elsewhere on the farm. The young hog could not resist the temptation of the corn and the soybeans, and he has fallen into man's trap, where he shall soon join his littermates. Desperately, he tries to climb out. Unable to break through the strong oak timbers, he is forced to confront his captor. It is a struggle of man versus beast. But the man has tools, so he will win every time. Alright, dummy. Go with your buddies. There we go. Alright, everybody. So we're probably right at about 24 hours from when we set this corral up. A little bit less than that when we started catching pigs. But all 57 piglets are now in our corral, and we can transport them elsewhere on the farm or leave them here for a few days to complete their weaning. But again, very low stress system. No running around, no stress on the pigs. You can see the sows are kind of standing over here wondering what's going on, but they never got too worked up about it. And more importantly, I never got too worked up about it. No cursing at the pigs, and everything went well. So we've already taken one load up to the weaning area. Just show you how to load them into the box to move out. So Laura's just going to bring them up here, and they load their happy little butts on. Hopefully we can get them all on this trip. Come on, dummies. And that's how it goes. Okay, so we are bringing piggies out of the woods now. You can see they are in the box. Settle down for a little bit of a ride as we're driving down the lane to the weaning area. And we are just about done with this process. Yay! So here we are with our weaning area. We brought the piglets up here yesterday afternoon, and we've been really blessed this winter with not having a winter so far, so we're still able to do things on pasture. And the way we do our weaning is we pick an area that has some nice undisturbed grass that pigs haven't been on recently. Helps keep any disease issues at bay. And we set up a round circle of the hog panel and secure it to the ground with these rebar stakes that are driven in pretty deep. The insulator is pushed down above one of the bars of the hog panel to help secure it down, and then all of this is zip tied, so it's fairly secure to their rooting if they try to go underneath. And we have a drinker in here, so plenty of water, bulk feeder, so there's plenty of food, and a shade wagon for shelter if it rains. And underneath there we spread out a couple bales of hay, so everything is nice and comfortable for them, real close. And what we found is we can, in a way, mimic the sow with the shade structure, that becomes the new mama, so they want to hang out underneath it and be with it. And when we go to move them to a new place, as soon as we move that shade structure, they will then move over and be with it. But as you can see, not very stressed, very little whining going on, and that is key for your piglets' health, is to keep their stress very low through this whole process.